This Lion fan base, Coach, they have been craving home playoff football since this building opened in 2002, and they've got it today at Ford Field in Detroit. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Atlanta Falcons and the Detroit Lions. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Ready, set the flag. 50 seconds, come on. Yeah, you don't want none.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Well, they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A first carry for Samaje Perine. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. To throw on 3rd down, Cunningham. And it's complete. Hooper. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Here's Breida. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
To throw on 2nd down, Cunningham. That's complete to DK Metcalf. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. gun here. It's Cunningham. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. On first down, here's Breida. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So much for being intimidated on the road in the playoffs, right? That was a pretty clinical drive right there.
Yeah, they seem to come out with the attitude of, we don't deal with pressure. We create it on the other team. Just took it right down the field and stuffed it in the end zone.
Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Set up. 70, Indy. Check.
Off play action. Kramer. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. They could not ask for a worse start. You give up a touchdown on the game's opening drive, and then you turn right around and throw the interception on your very first play.
And this is where the coaching staff has to earn its money, because they've got to calm these guys down a little bit. Just as you noted, a horrendous start, both sides of the ball. But now the defense, which gave up an opening drive touchdown, they've got to go out there now and start playing like the team they want to be.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. They come out here in the eye.
Hey, let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here. Slam, straight up.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Kill. Check nickel. He's coming. Let it go. No.
Off the bootleg. Cunningham. That'll be complete to Breida. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position, now facing 3rd down. Cunningham looking to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. Foyesade Aluakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
At the 5-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a handoff here to his running back. He's going to have the first down past the 20. And finally taken down to the 25-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. I don't think that's what the defensive coordinator had in mind there. You got him pinned back inside the 5, and then you let him rip off that long run.
You're already anticipating the film session, aren't you?
There's going to be some anger.
Yeah, there's not going to be at the greatest hits, is it? Because they didn't hit anyone on that play. Supposed to have him pinned back deep. Instead,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. From the gun, Kramer. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Got his man. It's Driver complete. Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
Let's go. 60-yard. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
On first down, Kramer. They'll run the screen with Carson.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
Hey, echo. Down.
And again this time to the tailback. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Looking to throw. Kramer. It's caught. Lockett. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. Back to throw. Kramer, he's going to look deep down the field. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Kill. Switch. Check Mike 57. Tackles. Check 52. Check.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 13-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. On second down, a run with Breida. And he'll be taken down at the 18. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory.
Hey, 50 the mic, 50 the mic. And let's get some passes.
From the gun on 3rd down, Cunningham. And finding the tight end Hooper. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
57, Mike, 57.
Now a first down throw, Cunningham. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're 1 to the good. Go ahead and try and pressure advantage.
Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
To throw again. Cunningham. He'll find Metcalf. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Get out the field, D. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Running out of the gun here, Breida. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off play action, it's Cunningham. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
On 3rd down, Cunningham. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here. A very eventful divisional round weekend. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Check. Play 56, Mike.
Operating from the gun, Kramer. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Now this time he'll look to throw. That one complete to Drover. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another first down.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh. Hey, Sam off. Check 37. Check 37. Snap.
Off the play fake. Kramer. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
He's going to let this one go deep, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Watch that in. Watch that in. Tight end right.
Throwing again. Cunningham. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And they work this out past the 25. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, that's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
Ready.
Looking to throw on second down. Kramer, they'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last two possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Let's go now. 60 yards. 36. Watch the fly. Big trip.
This is Carson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. On first down, it's Carson. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
50, plant.
Let's go, D. Big series right here.
To throw on second down, Kramer. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. And he lost the football, and the Falcons grab it. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Come get some. Come on.
A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Cunningham to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Breida, he'll try the right side. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 59 yards for him on the ground. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. They'll go to P-Rod, trying to pound it in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal. Again, here's P-Rod. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They come out here in the eye. So here we go on a third and goal. This Lions defense, they haven't broken yet. They'll try to run with Breida. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Matt Breida, his second touchdown of the night. And the Falcons push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Second half, no matter what. Well, those first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On second down now. It's Carson, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
It's going to be a long day.
This is Breida. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. Throwing on 3rd and long. Cunningham. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 1st and 10, Cunningham. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
We ain't giving up nothing today.
Then he will finally be taken down, but how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the 3rd quarter. Back now at Ford Field, it's the Falcons. They've got the football, they've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now a give coming right is Breida. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
They run again with Breida. Stays on his feet. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. Throwing on 3rd and long. Cunningham. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off inside the 5. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Looking to throw. Kramer. This complete to Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the gun, Kramer. And Lockett with a grab over the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Off play action, Kramer. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Keanu Neal. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo!
A handoff to Breida to begin the drive. Room here to run. Touchdown, Falcons. Matt Breida saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Falcons push further out in front. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was, and if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Kramer got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there. Off the play fake. Kramer. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Deshaun Hand, his 2nd sack of the night. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. On 4th down, Kramer nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley, and the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Now it's Breida. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back.
Hey, you got 3 down.
A play fake. Now Cunningham. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They run with Breida. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Completes it to Hardman. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, well, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go. And that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
And it seems like they've been running uphill all game. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Kramer. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Throwing on 1st down. Kramer. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 28.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. So they file for the exits here in silence. And what a job to come in on the road, divisional round of the playoffs, and you get to end it by going down to a knee.
Now their confidence has to be at an extreme high. That's 2 weeks in a row they've gone on the road and gotten it done. They don't care where they go. From here on out, they think they can beat anyone.
And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough, tough way for it to end.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Detroit.